Mr. Dileep, thank you for joining us today. So, what strategies can Sri Lanka implement to recover and revitalize its tourism sector based on successful practices from other countries?
Yes, if you look at Sri Lanka's recovery after, we had incidents starting from 2019, we were a little unfortunate, not only COVID, these attacks and the economic recession and all that hit the rivals. So we are this year, 2024 calendar year, so far we are almost in par with 2018, which is the best year of tourism. So that's a good news. It's about 10 to 12% less still in terms of the gap. But I'm sure that with the next 3-4 months that we'll come closer to the 2.2 million that we had. So now going beyond that point, the Sri Lanka has the capacity to go to 4 to 5 million arrivals in 5 to 6 years. So that's the number that we should get it. So the most important element is there are two elements: the marketing the destination, which we need to understand the target audiences. The other one is the delivery of the promise that we have, so that we ensure that certain touch points with the increased number of arrivals, that the visitor will not get frustrated. So it's very important that the visitor touch points to be mapped, and then the point of frustrations to be identified, and then we take short to long, medium to long term solutions on that. Where the marketing is concerned, we also have a situation where we have a very good winter, December to March, and then we have an off season, April, May, June, July, which means that we need to have a little bit of market diversification in terms of strategy, so that we maximize the arrivals from Europe during that time. Then we need to maybe look at something we call the intra-regional travel or the inter-regional travel, where we look at the 8 to 6 to 7 hours of flying time, where we can actually attract people during that time. Because Sri Lanka is not really was able to attract the travelers from Europe during summer period in Europe, but we need to look at the rest of the markets and try and see whether we can fill. The third one is that we also have a huge capacity in Colombo. So how do you actually do a strategy to fill Colombo hotels as well? Because when we need to fill where the capacity is. So most countries we have seen, maybe Malaysia, Thailand, India, the city tourism doing well, spillover goes to the rest of the areas, and as a result, it has a very good impact. So what we need to do is we have stability is there globally and in Sri Lanka as well. So it's a very good time for us to really go out there and to see whether we can have this robust marketing, continuous marketing program, like the way the other countries have done. We see now how Saudi Arabia is doing in a very aggressive manner, but at least some elements of that continue, those programs that have been currently done. So we need about good 2 to 3 years continuous marketing to get an impact on the 4th and the 5th year. And with that, I believe we should be able to get double-digit growth from 2 million to 15-20% growth year on year, 3-4 years. Then we are there to get one of the best industries in the country.
So, in what ways can Sri Lanka collaborate with other countries in the Asia-Pacific region to strengthen tourism ties and enhance mutual benefits in the travel sector?
So immediately I would say the Sri Lanka-Maldives combination has been really a very attractive combination for most countries, especially Europeans and Americans. So they like to say, okay, 5 or 6 days here and then 3 or 4 days in Maldives. So I think that combination should really continue. It gives us a lot of strength. On the other hand, Maldives has a very good image. Sri Lanka has a beautiful country in terms to offer. So this particular combination will really not only cannibalize, but it will basically not cannibalize, but it will really add value to the destination. The second one is in the cruise tourism. There's a lot of potential for us to work with people in the region, so that we can actually be one of the largest destinations for cruise as well, in addition to what we are getting. So those two areas, I would say regional collaboration, and also in the region through the BIMSTEC and through the SAARC collaboration, there's a huge population that they travel. So already we have visa facilitation. So those things can continue and then get a better yield for especially during the off-season time.
Thank you so much for joining us, and I wish you a good day.
Right, thank you very much.
For more latest news, subscribe to FTTV.